All right. Good afternoon, ladies. And any
Oh,
gentlemen
hello.
might be listening,
Overhearing.
overhearing. The gentlemen just overhear what's going on. Yes, I hope, actually, let me ask him, are you making time to enjoy life, to have fun? It's easy to get in busy mode, right? Busy, taking care of all the stuff and things. And it's super easy to forget to have fun. And so I think we all need that reminder to be like, hey, remember to have fun.
Well,
Remember to enjoy the journey and set that example so that you're enjoying it, but also like helping the kids enjoy the journey too.
many of you know, and in fact, some of you are in our new extraordinary parent mentoring method. And one of the first things I had you do was to fill out an intake form. I took notes because there were some common themes and different things. So I want to talk about one of the common themes that came up. And I thought it was so significant and important for moms, especially because, like you were saying, we can forget to have fun. We can forget to enjoy the journey. Because one of the questions I asked, well, first I asked, of course, like, what are the current frustrations, current scenarios you're dealing with? And then I asked something like, what would success look like for you? What do you want to experience instead? And one of the common themes was, I want to have more joy with my kids. I want to have more connection. I want to feel bonded to them. I want to have them enjoy being in the family. I want to have more peace and calm, right? Like that was a common thing. But one of the common struggles, which I feel is in many ways completely counterproductive to the desire that they have, they desire this one thing, but the thing they're constantly struggling with is nagging, getting after the kids, trying to get them to clean up, trying to do this, try to do that, on and on and on, all the things. And so it was interesting. In my mind, I saw it as two opposing forces. They wanted more being, right? Because what does joy look like? Are we doing anything specific, or are we literally just like being in the moment, in joy? So that's how I view it. I view that those types of things as a being, and yet the thing that they're struggling most with is the doing. And it's almost like they thought they had to do and I get this because I used to think this too. I used to feel this a lot. And I do still feel this sometimes. I felt like I had to do the things so that I could then check off the list and
Then be happy.
and enjoy the moments, right? But it doesn't work like that. In fact, it can't work like that. In fact, the more we try to make that happen,
Separation.
we can't have that outcome. We have to learn how to let go, literally let go of our checklists, of our rules, of our requirements, of our expectations, not permanently, not forever, not so we can end up being slobs and hoarders and
That's what everyone's mind just went to. Wait, I don't want to be a hoarder.
right. I don't want to live like
What are you
that.
saying, Rachel?
Right.
We're gonna live in a trailer down by the river.
Right. And that's my thinking too, because I used to think like that. I'm like, well, if I don't require it, if I don't make it happen, we're gonna live like slobs and be hoarders. Because my grandpa actually was a hoarder. He died a couple years ago. They're still cleaning out his house. That's how bad it was. So I'm like, that's where we're going. If I'm not on top of it, if I'm not cleaning, we're gonna end up like that, right?
And sometimes we think if I'm not grumpy about it, the kids won't listen.
Nobody
It
will
won't get
listen
done.
and it won't
Yeah.
get done. But I had to learn that in order to have that outcome, which is the outcome I want, just like everybody in that intake form, I want the same outcomes. I have more of those outcomes because I learned how to let go. Again, not forever, not lowering my standards, but had to let go of trying to force things to happen and instead going more with the flow. Like it's almost like a very energetic thing, a very spiritual thing. but it's learning to embrace the moments as they come rather than always trying to structure them into a certain box. I hope that's kind of making sense. Because I'm still, again, I just read
I was
these
like,
yesterday.
what? And I was like, huh? What are you talking about?
Energy, what? Because I read through these yesterday, and those were some of my initial thoughts. It's like, oh, it's doing versus being. And it's not that we shouldn't have any doing. We need to have doing. We need to have families doing things. Like, that's a thing. But you'll never get to that desired outcome of more peace, love, and joy through doing. Now, it can contribute.
And what if, can they overlap
And
some?
sometimes they can overlap. Sometimes you can have joy in the doing,
Help,
but
help me out here, ladies. Is it possible to crack the whip, get things done, and be happy?
wow, is cracking the whip even a part of joy?
Talk to me here. Can you have fun cracking that whip? No, I'm serious. Can you be joyful and fun and pleasant and still get things done? Is it possibly be productive, running the family, and be cheerful?
I say yes. I also feel like it's not just because I'm cheerful doesn't mean the rest of the family follows and is like, oh yeah, awesome, let's do this. I feel like it's more often like, come on guys, this is fine, this is good, let's do it. And the kids are like, no, this is the worst. It's fine because you're you and I'm me and it's horrible for me.
And you're ruining my life with chores.
That's basically.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, and that's good. And that I'm
and modeling the way. Like if you're like,
but
I'll be happy about it.
right.
Awesome.
And I love that you're sharing that because yeah, that's often the reality. But I think because one of the things I wanted to emphasize was when I lean in more to the being and I create more of those feelings with my children without expectation, because you're talking about, in some ways, it's next level, I would say, that while you're doing, you have joy. I think we have to practice being and enjoying the joy, enjoying the moment without expectation, without requirement, without, like, I'm doing this so I can get you to do something, right? Without any of that, we're just enjoying them. We're delighting in our children. We have to do that before we can get to the next level of like, well, now I'm going to do this thing. I'm leading out with joy, and I would love for you to join me, right? That's how, in a way, that's how we build the trust. That's how we build the relationship so that they willingly want to then move to that next level.